guys, welcome to Gentle Pushes, the podcast, and welcome back. I know it's been some time. Um, like we say, life be lifing, life be lifing. Life in itself is an experience all by itself, and boy, where do I start? Um, Starting with, of course, always being transparent. When it comes to this journey, to this what they call this this upcoming, this pioneering era, this doing it for the first time era, this whole social media content creating type of thing. So identifying what type of podcast I have or what type of messages I want to get around. Because honestly, like I know I send out messages, I post videos and stuff like that, but I'm always a why person. Like I'm always a why. Like why are we doing this? What's the purpose of this? What's the point? Like what really benefits this and this and the third. So a lot of the inconsistency comes with my why. And I'm just holding myself accountable. I'm not consistent when it comes to uploading, editing, all that things like that. And it comes to imposter syndrome. Because I'd be like, who am I? Like, who do you think you are? Like, what? Why do you think people want to hear you? Why do you think people want to talk to you or follow you on a journey? Like, who do you think you are? Like, that's always and what I failed to remember or to apply is those knowing who I am and celebrating my small wins. Like I'm very much aware that I speak well. I'm very much aware that my personality is well liked. I'm very much aware that I provide a perspective that a lot of people can agree with. I forget or not I don't stand 10 toes down on the knowledge that I have. Like I'm always questioning myself, thinking that, I'm not as others would be, or I don't have to offer what others offer, or whatever case may be. Like I'm always questioning, and that comes with self doubt. That comes with inconsistency of affirming yourself. That comes with inconsistency of being true to yourself. And the best ways to combat that or to fight that is to be disciplined, is to be truthful and to give yourself grace and everything that you've heard me speak about, you heard me post about, like all those things. You have to be consistent in those things in order to progress in life. You have to be consistent in those things in order to achieve or accomplish anything that you desire is consistency. It's not motivation. It's not when you feel good. It's not it's really being consistent and disciplined because motivation, what I've learned, what I've experienced, comes after doing. It comes after doing. Like you would do something and then you'll be like, dang, that was good. Like I want to do it again. Like I want to do something else. Or like, oh, I want to build on top of that. Like because I did it, the motivation came after seeing that, wow, I am actually capable of doing something like this. I'm actually capable of, wow, like I did that. Like you feel good, you feel empowered, you feel stronger, and now you're like, all right, yeah, like yeah, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. But that motivation leaves when there's a new project. That motivation is gone when there is a new challenge because again, you're fearful or hesitant to do things because it's just like I don't know if I can do it or that it is like you. There's so many reasons why you're hesitant to do it or that you're not doing it, so that motivation is not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And it's always after you do it. So it's just like okay, if you want to build on top of something you've already done, cool. That motivation is there. But when it's time for a new chapter in life, when it's time for a new venture, a new era, it's just like, ooh, I'm a little like, I'm motivated because it's new, but that motivation is quickly gone. It decimate, dissipate something. word I'm trying to use. I can't get it out right now, but like it's in thin air. Like it vanishes in thin air. Like that motivation, and then you have to apply the discipline of, all right, even if I don't feel good, I still gotta go. Even if I don't want to do it, I still gotta do it. Even if I'm not in the mood, still gotta do it. Even if I'm tired, still gotta do it. Like I was watching this TikTok. I seen this TikTok of a young lady pretty much explaining that you have to expand yourself to live that life that you want. You have to stretch yourself. Like yes, you have to do your 9 to 5, and after your 9 to 5, you gotta go ahead and still do what you gotta do. You have to put aside those I'm tired, I'm not in the mood, I don't feel good. That all that has to put aside. And I remember saying this before, like if you don't work for yourself or you don't push yourself to work for yourself, nobody else is going to do it. So it's just like to live or to be in existing in the life that you want, you have to expand who you are and how you do things and what your life consists of. So it's just like, yeah, boom, yeah, 9 to 5 is very much your livelihood, but you also need to focus on you. So it's just like, okay, I go to work from 8 to 4:30 every day. After that, I need to go ahead and make sure I focus on me. Like, okay, when you're off work and you're headed home, or you're whatever your travel time is, use that travel time to pretty much decompress, to release, to feel whatever feelings you feel throughout the day. Let that stuff go, and then when you get home or when you get to your next location, boom, all right, here we go. My mind is here. My energy is here. This is what I got to do. So like I've started my structure. I started back my what they call that, my routine. I do my in-home workouts. Been doing it for the last week. Where I have to do a certain amount every day. I have my reminders. Like I use it. I have to. You have to use the resources that are pretty much available to you. So I use my iPhone for the reminders. Like I hate notifications, so it's just like, okay, this notification's popping up, and I'm not just clicking it to get ready. No, I need to go ahead and do it. I need to apply myself to, okay, boom, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. So been doing that for a week. Waking back up in the morning, like I'm a morning person. Like I like to get up in the morning, like to have a structure. I like to do what the old folks do: wake up in the morning and watch a little TV, not TV, some news. Honestly, watch some news, make some breakfast before work. Like we're the adults now, so like it's okay to be grown. Like you grown right now. So I wake up in the morning, watch my NBC or my CNN, make some breakfast for me and my partner, and then I go on about my day to work. Oh, I walk my girls in the morning, going on about my day, and I get to work, and I'm ready to work. I get to work and I'm ready to put my best foot forward because I had those little moments to myself of creating my morning, setting the standard, setting the what's the word? Setting the tone for how I want it to be. So boom, I do all that, I get to work and I'm in a great mood. I've had my time to myself. I had the time to get out of the grogginess. I had the time to get out of how I'm feeling, and boom, I'm on my way to work. I'm good. I get to these people hotel, and I'm in the best of spirit for my team, and then that translates to my team like, oh, today's a great day as well. Like whatever they was experiencing or whatever guest pissed them off. Oh, my director just came in, and he his energy is like boom, like what I'm saying. And it's always how you present yourself, how you present your energy, because it is very much contagious. I don't want anyone to believe that energy is not contagious, because it is. um and either it's positive or it's negative, and it may not be like a catch of a wildfire, but it's like a little spark, and it's just like boom. Oh yeah, 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 okay, I got this. It's a mental thing, it's an internal thing, where it's just like, oh yeah, I feel supported. I feel good. I feel the energy. Like I feel great to continue my day. Like maybe I came into work and my day wasn't the best. My manager comes in and he comes in, oh da 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 da. Oh, I feel good. Like he comes with great energy. He comes with great expectations and setting the tone. It's just like, okay, boom. You know what I'm saying? Even if you meet someone that is not on the same energy level of you or frequency level, but when you come with the intention, with the set out to make your day great, you met with the first obstacle, and it's like, well, you're gonna come to my level. I'm not coming down there to you. So it's just like, okay, you know what? Maybe you need a moment. Maybe you need a break. You're all right. What's going on? Do a wellness check with the people that you're encountering with, and boom, that translated to, okay, you care, all right, it's not that bad. Like, give them a little pep talk, whatever case may be, and then boom, go through work. I work in hotels, so I deal with all type of entitled people. I deal with all type of levels of intelligence. I deal with all type of issues and problems, some big, some small. Typically, most of them are small because people can be people. Working with people is an art. Tell my team every day, listen, we're paid actors. Literally, we're paid actors. Like, if you see the way we handle these guests, give us an Oscar. Round of applause. You know? Round of applause. Okay? But besides that, after work, I take my time to get back home as a decompressing time, as a time to relax, as a time to let whatever I've experienced go. Whatever I've endured, whatever I've encountered, whatever something made me feel, I let it go. Because when I get home, I don't want to bring work home with me. I don't want to bring those negative energies or those bad moments or those bad times. I let it go. I decompress. I listen to music or I don't listen to music on the ride home. And I let my windows down or I keep them up. Whatever the case may be, as I process my workday. Boom. So when I get home and then my partner's here, I should not meet my partner with negative energy. I should not meet my partner with what I've experienced or what I brought home from work. No, your travel time is your decompression time. Yes, you can go ahead and share your day, but you don't want to give them that nasty energy because you don't know what their day was. Maybe they need you or you need them, whatever the case may be, but you always want to meet your people with good energy. So after that, boom, um, walk my girls again, or if he hasn't, he typically get home from before me, so he walks the girls, and boom, on my clothes. On my clothes, watch a little TV till about like 9:40, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'm in bed. 11 o'clock, I need to be in bed, sleep, and boom, start all over again. And routines can be boring. Routines can be it can be tiring. They can be, do I need to do this right now? Da, da, da. But they're helpful. They're when you create positive habits. Excuse me. When you create positive habits, you get a positive life. You get positive outcomes of life. So it's really important that you, me, I, everyone know that motivation comes after the deed is done. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like whatever desire, whatever it is that you think you need to be motivated for, you're not motivated for, that motivation is going to come afterwards. And you have to be consistent. You have to be disciplined that even when inspiration is not there, even when motivation is not there, I still have to go. Like I still have to do. And be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Every day ain't peaches and cream, rainbows and flowers, sunny skies. Every day is not that. It's never going to be that. Every day of your life is not going to be that way. And that is life. There's no science behind it. That's just the way shit is. Just the, it's just the way it is. So honestly, go through it. Feel the feeling. Like I've learned to feel the feeling and release it. You don't have to become the feeling that you're feeling. You don't have to become the day that you're having. You don't have to become the experiences that you are encountering. You don't have to become anything that you are, how do I want to say this? Transitioning through, processing through, moving through. You don't have to become those things because our life is a verb. It's action. You know? Action. It's not set in stone. It's not this is how you have to be. This is if you da da da. You don't have to. Anything that you experience is momentarily. Who defines the moment? You. You define how long the duration of those moments are. It's very simple. It's very simple. When we understand that we 100% dictate, control our lives, and are accountable for our actions and how we handle things, we would be able to move through things a little different than before and process things a little different than before instead of blaming things on the devil or blaming things on what happened to us and things of that nature. Like it's momentarily. You control the moment. You control how things happen. You control how you process things, and you control how long you stay in those things. Um, and if you're not careful, you'll burn out. And if you're not careful, you'll get stuck in a state of depression. If you're not careful, you'll get stuck in a place of not wanting to do or a self doubt, a state of self doubt. You'll get stuck in all these negative places when it didn't. You could have, you know, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there. So that's where we are. That's where I am. I'll speak for me. That's where I am. In the inconsistencies. And it's holding yourself accountable. Why are you inconsistent? Because you're thinking this and you're thinking I was telling my therapist, Dominique, I was telling her I was just um like and this is a vulnerability moment. Like I want to give up. Like I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to because I'm like, what's the purpose? What's the point? Like I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing that. You're not gonna see it. Simple. You're not gonna see it because one, your expectations are probably not a reality. They're not a realistic, achievable goal for you in whatever moment in your life is. So no, you're not gonna see that those that data that you want to see. You know what I'm saying? You just jumped off the porch and you think you're supposed to be viral every moment. You think you're supposed to have this engagement. Da, da, da. You are you putting in the work? And it's just we were having this when I was having this conversation with her, and she was just like, "Well, the data is there. Is this? What are your expectations? What are your realistic goals of the data that you want to see? Because you just got off the porch. Like you got to be real with yourself. Like you just got off the porch, and you think you're supposed to do this and that. No, what work you putting in? You putting in work? You putting in work? Are you? No, no, no. You putting in excuses. You making excuses for why you not where you want to be, or it's taking too long, and da da da. What's up? Like, what are you doing? And it's just like, all right, okay, all right, yeah, okay. And it's just like, all right, girl, all right, all right, girl. Like I'm here. Like I hear exactly what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like, okay, okay. And I'm using myself as a what they call that as an example because it may not be podcasting for you. It may not be podcasting for you. It may be working out, or it may be saving, or it may be uh picking up another hobby or picking up a trade or going back to school, whatever it is. Like I'm just using myself as an example so that you can compare and see like, damn, like am I really doing what I'm supposed to do? Like am I really being accountable and putting in the work? Like am I standing 10 toes ground? Like how many projects have I grabbed hold to and then just dropped them because I wasn't motivated no more or I didn't see the results that I wanted to see, or you know what I'm saying? Like I got discouraged or I got and listen, don't get me confused or don't get confused when it comes to pivoting. Because sometimes there are actually things that don't work for you, are not in the line of your life, or not in the road that you're going on. And that's okay. Like that's totally fine. So I'm not saying that, but I'm saying things that you want to do, you have a desire to do, you love to do it, but you are just not seeing the outcome and the results of what you or you know what I'm saying, what you want to do. Working out, like dang, like I've been trying to work out, I've been trying to lose this weight. Da, 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 da. What are you really doing? What are you really doing? Are you really putting in the work? Are you really just giving yourself more excuses, or are you giving yourself like, okay, you know what? This is it. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to actually achieve those goals that you want to achieve? Accountability, discipline. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration and motivation are only things to spark. Those are sparks. They are not the driving factor and fuel to you moving ahead and accomplishing what you want to accomplish. So yes, back to me. I want this data that's going to show me that but I have to put the work in. Like and I feel like I've spoke about this before, and I was also watching I think it's Poor Minds. Yeah, I love those girls. Those girls are really great. Like they are inspiration to me, and it's funny that I was I think I was in a car at a red light, and I looked at their TikTok, and I think they were talking about they were talking about how people be like, oh, you guys talk about the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it's just like, well, this is a lifestyle platform for us. So what is a lifestyle? Lifestyle is whatever I'm experiencing. Lifestyle is whatever I desire my life to be, or to be centered around, or what's consisting of my life. And what consists of my life is motivation, accountability. These things, I need these things in my lifestyle. So no, I am not gonna be annoyed or be like, well, dang, I keep talking about this, and that was my problem. I was just like, dang, I ain't got nothing to talk about. Like I ain't got no other topics. Da, 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 da. And eventually, I will have other topics. But at this moment, this is the focus of life. This is the focus of an era. The era is, hey, you need to get this down pat before you can move anything else, or before you can go to a different subject, or go to a different era in your life. You need to get these what's the word, um these principles applied to your life. Like, they need to be a standard. They need to be the pillars, because if you are not accountable, you're not disciplined, you're not consistent, any object, any goal, anything that you attempt to do is going to fall, because your foundation is piss poor. Your foundation is sand. And the minute water comes, it drags the sand away. And then what? The whole building falls, because your pillars were not structured. Your foundation was not firm. It wasn't solid. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not solid, what they say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Excuse me. Like, these sayings and these things that we hear, that we encounter, that we experience, these things were around for years. Like, there is something, there's a scripture that says, um there is nothing new up under the sun. Literally, there is nothing new up under the sun. We see it all the time. Cycles, phases, trends, all come around. They all come back around. They all come back around. They all come back around. They always recycle. So listen, having faith in yourself, holding yourself accountable, being disciplined in your art, being disciplined in the craft, being disciplined in whatever it is that you're attempting to do it. You gotta strengthen your pillars. And this is an era of where I am in life. And it is doubling down on my principles, discipline, accountability, consistency. You know what I'm saying? I need to be rooted in these things in order to see some real fruit, in order to see some real data, in order to see some real results. I need to be rooted in my three principles. What are your three principles? What are you not rooted in now? What are you swaying on? What are you questioning yourself on? What are you moving back and forth from? You know what I'm saying? Be consistent, be disciplined. I'm talking to me. I'm looking at me, talking to me. Be consistent, be disciplined, be accountable. Hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Stand in your stuff. Stay in your stuff. You know? And you're going to have good days. Like I said earlier, you're going to have bad days. You still have to process those days and keep moving, because life is going to go on. Life is still going to go on, regardless how many days you take off. That job's still there, waiting for you to come back on that last day you say it's gonna be off. They wait for you to come back, but they're gonna replace you. Life is gonna go on, so you have to process your feelings, process your experiences efficiently. Use the time that you have efficiently to do what you need to do. Very simple. Do what you need to do. And that's the takeaway. That's the takeaway. That's the under. So that's the takeaway. That is the understanding that we need to apply. That's the homework for whatever the next time you come to class, or the next time we're presented with, excuse me, the opportunity, or whatever it is. That is the takeaway, which is to stand 10 toes down in your principles. Your principles are your framework. Your principles are what helps you move along in life. It's your integrity. It's how you determine, how you dictate, how you outline, how you set the tone for things are to be. Very simple, you know? And I'm thinking, and like, I don't want to say something and then, no, I need to say it. I need to say it so that I can be held accountable for it when it does happen. It's like, oh, but you said, da, da, da. Oh, but you didn't do it. So what was, you know what I'm saying? Accountability is a thing. And I feel like these next few episodes are like self powwows. These are self realizations. These are mirror frameworks for what is to be. I want to be able to look back at these things and be like, yeah, okay, that's what you did. All right, that's what you did. Okay, you stood on it. This is where you were, to see your growth, to see your understanding, to see everything was going on. Oh, I didn't give you guys an update. As you can see, I'm sitting on the couch in my living room. After we've gotten all the important things out of the way. All things are important, but priorities, learning how to prioritize life. But we did get our couch. This couch is so comfortable. Got it from Rooms to Go. Very, very comfortable. Got some wall art going on. Still got some other pieces in the living room to put to work. Like a rug and some blackout curtains, because the sun be like blaring in here, and who can sleep with the sun? No one can sleep with the sun on. And when you watch movies, you got the glare of that. So we're working on those things. Um, as far as what's coming up on the books, um, just let's see what's coming up on the books. What's happening? Hmm. What's happening? I'm not sure. Not too many things are happening right now. But to go back to the beginning of the conversation, um, yeah, I hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what your three principles are. Figure out what means the most to you, and build on it. Because you have to master one area of your life in order to go to the next, or in order for the next areas to be fruitful, or whatever the case may be. Like, you have to master one thing before you're able to tackle or start another project. Typically on video games, or school, or test, or anything, you have to complete one module. And there has to be a passing grade for that module in order for you to go on. You have to pass that mission in order to go to the next stage of a game. Like, there are metrics and KPIs, that we need to set for our lives, and for each chapter of our lives, to understand what I need to improve on, what I need to stand 10 toes down on, what I need to dig a little deeper in, what I need to do to improve, because there's always room for improvement. Always. There's always room for making sure I am the best of what I do. Perfectionist, if you want to call it, but you want to be the best in your field, the best in doing what you do, to you. Hold your standard to you. Don't go comparing yourself to other people and their results and their expectation, this, that, and the third. So keep that in mind. Yes, you're doing this for you. You're perfecting yourself, but you're not comparing out of a place of envy. You're not comparing out of a place of jealousy. You're comparing out of a place of standards. Like, okay, this is where I aspire to be. Aspiration, So what I'm doing today, after this session is closed, I am working on some side projects for the family. Love your family, bro. Love your family. Like, and even if somebody got to be the glue. This is a sidebar. Like, somebody got to be the glue. Somebody got to want to do it. Somebody got to put the work in, and just bridge the gap. You know. But that's another topic for another day. Possibly next week. Um, and I'm gonna edit. I remember telling y'all that I went to Puerto Rico, all that good stuff like that, and it was a random trip because we had no plans to go to Puerto Rico. That was a blast. But we had no plans to go to Puerto Rico. We didn't even know where we was going. It was just cold as hell, and we was just, all mind you, all flights were canceled. Anywhere. So it was just like, oh, okay, let's go, let's do it. So it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. I'm gonna edit that video and I'm gonna post it as well on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Just so you see the outside of life and what I be doing and stuff like that. And then we'll probably talk about that too. Um, I'm not motivated. I am motivated. But what I'm trying to say is like I'm disciplined in the consistency of moving this forward. Like I'm keeping this here. So it's just like next week I'm gonna get back on this couch, sitting like this, talking to you, chopping it up, let you know what's going on. This is the accountability part. The accountability is this is what I'm telling y'all what I'm gonna do. So next week, if I ain't here, y'all need to be like I'm be on my head, but y'all can like, hey, what's going on? What was happening? And that's the accountability. The consistency would be, all right, you need to be, hey, this is what you do on Fridays, because today is Friday. This is what you do on Fridays. What's going on? And then the discipline is, all right, see it through. See it through. It's not enough for me to record. It's not enough for me to get to this point, because at this point right now, all we've done is record. This is all we've done. So the discipline is seeing it all the way through. So that means after these cameras go off, all right, it's time to edit, put these together, boom, 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 upload. Do it all in the moment, in the time. Like that'd be the thing. Like you'll put something off, and then it'll throw off your whole schedule. You put something off, and then it'll throw off the whole momentum. You put something off, you don't see it through. You're not disciplined. You're not consistent because all right, I did it. Boom. I felt no, 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 no. You're not done. That's only half the battle. The rest is editing, put it together, upload it. So that is our 3 points. Our 3 points is accountability, consistency, and discipline. And I'm doing this for me. I gotta do this for me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you see me do it. You like, you know what? It's really simple. It's small steps, and we talked about this before. Like those small accomplishments give you a great outcome. Cause I'm just like listening, looking back, like things are coming back to me of what I've spoken out loud, what I put into the universe, and it's just like, what were you doing? Like, why didn't you hold fast to what you were saying? Why didn't you see it through? Why weren't you disciplined enough, or why weren't you consistent? What was your accountability? I'm just like, what was it? And it's just like I don't know what the wow or the aha moment is. I don't know what that was. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what it is. But it's just like keep doing it until you see it through. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, regardless how much it doesn't feel or seem as if it's working out. Just keep doing it because one of those times that you just keep doing it, you're gonna knock it out the park. Just keep trying, keep trying because one of them times you're gonna get it right. So, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here, whoever is here, and let's go ahead and be accountable. Let's go ahead and be consistent and also be disciplined. And until next week, let's gently remind ourselves to keep pushing. Gently remind ourselves to keep pushing because all it takes is a gentle push, domino effect, to keep going to make it to the other side. So subscribe, comment, like, and until next week, boom boom. Oh, also put your notification things on. Like that helps you help me. Be like, yo, you ain't upload. What's happening? What's going on? What JP? Not JP. What GP? Like what GP? What's that? What happened? What a video? So again, not upload, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see y'all next week. Also, TikTok video is already up. Instagram video is already up. Finally Fridays. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the move. Until next time, I love you.